What's up guys, it's Chris here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I was early and on pre-sale for a lot of big NFT projects that came up recently. Some examples would be like Mecca's. I was in like the first 10,000, although their pre-sale was done as a raffle, so it wasn't necessarily like a traditional pre-sale. I was in the first like 2,000 of the Crows, first couple thousand in Astro Bros, and a couple of other ones recently. And really like all throughout this year, as far as like crypto and NFT space goes, I've been fairly early to projects. And I've been really trying to get on those pre-sales. So in this video particularly, I'm going to show you how I do it. And after I'm on that pre-sale list, exactly what I look for and when deciding on whether I want to buy in or not. Some of this information is going to sound very obvious to a lot of you guys. This is really catered towards the people who are just getting started. They want to jump in on NFT projects. They want to find what's new, and they're just not very familiar with the space. If you're familiar with the space, I hope I have a little bit of tips and tricks in here to help you out. But for the most part, I really hope this helps out the newcomers to the NFT space. First and foremost, it sounds super obvious because it is. Create you a Twitter or any kind of social media, really. I recommend Twitter that is solely catered around NFT and crypto projects. This allows you to constantly see tweets and whatever algorithms that you have of the things that you're interested in. And I know it's super obvious, but I can't tell you how many projects that I found just by being on Twitter and seeing people post about it. As you see, my Twitter right now is filled with a bunch of VV. I've been involved with the VV community since early March, and I see a lot of VV stuff. So like there's a secret drop today. And of course, because I'm so engraved in the algorithms on Twitter, I found out about the secret drop before it happened. So Twitter is a really great space as far as finding out about projects. Also on Twitter, if you get a group of people who have a mutual interest of sharing projects together, I'm not going to share my private messages, but create like a group with them and just say like, hey, let's share each other's new projects that we found with each other. And that way, not only are you able to find new projects quickly, you're able to really meet those pre-sale requirements just off of inviting your friends to it. So the big thing is right here is not only are you going to want to be in the Twitter space, but Twitter, obviously, a lot of these projects, they're on Discord. So it would be beneficial if you're familiar with Discord and how to invite people, how to do the competitions or whatever it is to get on that pre-sale, because getting on the pre-sale list is getting harder and harder to do, but it's pretty mandatory as far as getting these large gains on some of these projects. Now, you don't necessarily have to be on pre-sale for these gains. You can look at a variety of other stuff, but I can talk about that in other videos. In this video, I really want to talk about what it takes to find out about projects early and how to get on those pre-sale lists. A quick selfless plug to my personal Discord. It's called the Coffee Crypto Community. As you can tell right here, we have a general NFT discussion. I mean, this is just from the past few days. You have Pigeon Flight Club, MTA Official, Cryptic Cows. You have all kinds of different, the Bad Grandma. We're constantly sharing projects that we're finding and we're interested in. I'm looking at a lot of IMX projects right now, and I'm sharing a lot of those. And as you can tell, other people are sharing with me. But yeah, this is just a glimpse of like what we talk about constantly. We have tabs going for specific crypto, specific NFT projects and stocks and all that fun stuff. So I'll link it down below in the comments. If you're interested in joining the Discord, it's a great community so far. I really appreciate everybody who's in it. Again, selfless plug, but this would be a great way to find out about new projects because, again, we're constantly sharing them. All right, now it's time for the kicker. How do you get on those pre-sale? Well, if you're involved with a community of any sort, if you're in a private Twitter message, a private Discord, if you're on Twitter and you're finding out about projects in their early stages, usually there will be some type of pre-sale qualifications right here. This project's already established. I'm not trying to shill it. It's just a good example of the two very basic ways to get on pre-sale. Again, it doesn't say it straightforward, so I'll just tell you from memory. You have two different requirements in order to get on the Froggies pre-sale, which is just common in a lot of Discords. You can either invite 8 people and have 6 verified successful attempts, or you can get to level 6 through chatting. So there's a lot of variables for both of these. As far as inviting people, you want to make sure they're real accounts and real people. That's why it helps to already have a community of people that you know is going to join because they're interested in it, whether it's friends and family or friends that you meet over the internet or private groups or whatever. You want those invites to be legit. Discord tracks fake invites. I went ahead and jumped over to another project because I guess because Froggy's pre-sale is over, they don't have everything as organized as usual. So I went ahead and dropped over to IMX Punks. Granted, nothing in this video I'm showing you is to go buy into this project. I'm just showing you an example of what it looks like to get on pre-sale. So for instance, in Froggies, you needed to have 8 invites and 6 of them be successful. So typically there'd be like a bot commands tab, and you can do the invite command, and it'll show you how many invites you have, how many left, how many are fake, and how many bonus you got. Basically, you need to invite that X amount of real people. They need to go and they need to stay in there in order for you to get on pre-sale, in order for you to get your rewards. The other way to do it is just by level, and I think IMX Punks actually originally did level 2 or level as well. I'm not sure what they ended up doing, but basically when it does levels, it's kind of easier, I guess, for everybody. All you have to do is just get in chat and just talk to people, you know, just jump in there, say hey, say what's up, have some cool conversations. What I usually like to do, I see a lot of people like kind of spam things, like they'll just like, you know, type random stuff, enter, type random stuff, enter. You can do that. I don't recommend it. It's going to get you banned in most Discords. What I like to do, especially to speed up the process, is I'll go ahead and like start a conversation, say in like general chat. And while I have a conversation going on there, I'll have another conversation going on and something else I'm interested in, something off topic or something like whatever it is. Sometimes there's like movies and stuff you can talk about. That way I'm having like 3 real conversations at the same time, but I'm also getting those level ups and working my way towards whatever level I need to be in order to be on that pre-sale. So say pre-sale, I need to be level 8. I'll keep on chatting until I'm level 8. And then by that time, all you have to do is the last step, which, by the way, I've missed this step several times and have cost myself potentially thousands of dollars by not doing this. Once you're approved for pre-sale, there's usually a form you fill out. It'll be in the announcements or somewhere. Some Discords do a good job at like posting it, some don't. But basically, after you get on it, there's going to be a form. You just click, you fill out, you put your wallet address, all that fun stuff, how many you want to mint, and then boom, you're on that pre-sale list. That's all you have to do for most of these pre-sales. Now, a lot of people do different pre-sales. I mean, for instance, the Mecca, I know a lot of you guys were familiar with that because there's over like 200,000 Discord members, almost 250,000, which, by the way, I was in the first like 10,000 in the Mecca's Discord. What they did for their mint is they had a raffle system. So basically you signed up in this window and they did a raffle and randomly selected users to be able to mint. There's all kinds of different qualifications for pre-sale. Who knows what it'd be? Sometimes you can do meme contests, which I entered the other day in an Astro Bros. Granted, I was already like on the pre-sale because I just, you know, bought directly off the market. But yeah, they have those type of things in order to get on pre-sale as well, where you can just like enter like pictures or memes or whatever you want to do in order to win stuff. These Discords are really valuable. I feel like a lot of times people just say like, I can't do that. You know, maybe it's not my skill set. Who's going to want to accept my invites? But it's definitely worth a try. Again, if you're not getting on pre-sale, you still have a chance to make some good money on these things, which I can totally cover in a different video. But being on the pre-sale, I mean, you're minting these projects for anywhere between 0.035 ETH and 0.06 ETH. I think Mecca was, of course, like 0.2. It varies a lot. But I mean, the prices just jump usually exponentially if it's a good project. I won't spend a whole lot of time on this section because I would love to make another video on what to look for on NFT projects. But I just want to let you know that once I get on pre-sale, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm without a doubt going to mint. I look for a variety of other things, so I don't recommend going and jumping in all these pre-sales and minting all these different projects without doing any of your own research. Again, I would love to make a video specifically about this, but I love to look at like their announcements, their official links, their roadmaps are crucial. You know, like what I'll go ahead and do the Bizarro roadmap because I'm more familiar with their project. I'm obviously bought in. You saw me do an interview with the main dev in it. If they have a good roadmap, for me, that's already saying a lot. If the dev squad knows what they're doing, you know, like for instance, this dev squad and Bizarros, we'll go ahead and look at it. We'll open the website. And I went over the dev squad, and it's not just a bunch of random people or anonymous people. They literally show their faces. This Luke actually has a degree in gaming. I think it's actually game design. And this NFT specifically is meant for a metaverse. Sasha has worked in the esports space for quite some years. I believe Dave has as well. There's some music designers in here, sound effects. Like, this is a solid team. They got a roadmap nice and cleanly laid out on like what's going to come out. Again, I'm not trying to shill an individual project in this particular video as much as I love to show this project, but this is just like what I look for. You know, like their sales milestones, like what are we going to do? Is there charity involved? Is there incentive for holders? All that stuff comes into play and so much more. So again, what I like to do is get on those pre-sale, try to see and understand the roadmap. Do I like the art? You know, the art's really important. Is it going to be gamified? If there's metaverse on the roadmap, are they actually going to have, like, is that achievable for this project? Like, again, I just showed you a project who has a metaverse in mind. The metaverse is actually going to come into play in like a month because we have a team of game designers and gaming people. So like, yes, it's absolutely possible. If you're jumping into like a kind of a sketchy project with unknown devs and they say that they're going to have a metaverse, I don't know, maybe they will, maybe they won't. It's good to know that kind of stuff. So you want to look for all these things when jumping into projects. I think they're vitally important. And again, there's so much more to look for. But yeah, at the end of the day, I don't just recommend getting all these pre-sale and just buying the NFTs as soon as you can. I know this video was super simple for most of you, and most of you already do this anyways. I hope this benefited you in some way. If you'd like me to follow through and make a video on exactly what to look for when jumping into NFT projects, go ahead and comment down below. Guys, thank you for watching this whole thing. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it. Also, like this video for the YouTube algorithms, and go ahead and click on the notification bell. That way, when I upload videos, you'll be the first to know. All right, peace out, guys.